today's topic we're going to discuss is politics, you know. Politics with the interest. Michael Manley, former Jamaican Prime Minister. And let me tell you something seriously. Some of these documentaries where me learn on YouTube, I never see these documentaries on TV yet. And if they show it on TV and I watched it, it was boring. Because sometimes they show clippings of old video, but it's a Jamaican person talking. It's not like the original person who made the video talking. And sometimes when Jamaican do things, you don't have a catch to it, you know? You know what I'm saying? And then back then, if them they show it on me, see, you go up on road, you hear a different talk. Because the black people, the African Jamaican, they will argue amongst each other. And say that's a lie, you can't believe nothing. Because most people talk politics now. Them think because I didn't grow in Jamaica, them know politics over me. And I come to know more politics over them because they just chat. When I used to go around Sandra Nisbet when she was the caretaker, there's a lot of box full of JLP pamphlets. I used to take home and read. That's how I learn more about Bustamante. You know, every year them show Bustamante on TV, Independence, you know, the sufferers, what they call it, sufferers thing, the Bustamante trade union, and so I learn those things. So I'm not going to say around Sandra Nisbet, I learn it. You know, so with certain things I learn on TV. When you come to with the Michael Manley, Castro now, it's a whole different thing. And when we used to go into the PNP office, there was no box of pamphlets about PNP administration back in the 60s or the 70s. So it was nothing to read there, you just go in there and you chat. Brother Sandra, you have box of stuff you take home and you read. That's how me start elevate my conscience around there. You know, politics. Jamaica former Prime Minister Michael Manley is known as the reformer. He comes to reform Jamaica from the democratic American system from the JLP. So in 1960 when Jamaica got independent under the JLP, you know, Jamaica came with the flag, the black, green and gold or whichever color come first. But before that, now man Washington Manley now, he wanted the flag to be yellow. Jamaica didn't get independence under him. The flag put golden light flag. So I never knew that until I watched a documentary. You know, so we have now Jamaica with the yellow, green, yellow, black and green flag. A PNP flag that. So Jamaica in 2022 still divided. Because some of them don't want to hold up the independent flag, which is the gold, black and green. They want to uphold the PNP flag. So when you see enough Jamaica the PNP with the yellow, green and yellow flag, that's a flag that don't even exist. That's not the flag of Jamaica. The flag of Jamaica is right there. Yeah, so anyway, so and in the 60s now, when JP was running Jamaica, Bustamante, America was running the backside by 3 corporations in America. They was getting the majority. It said that Jamaica only get $50 million a year, US million a year. So Michael Manley take over now in the 70s as the reformer, socialism with Fidel Castro, and support the revolution in Africa. Jamaica started earning $200 and something million from the backside, because Manley government changed it. And America have to respect the government. You know? The natural resources benefit the country as well. It can't just benefit overseas. So contract have to be signed. You know, when new administration come in, new investors or whatever, have to change it. So in 1970, you know, Rasta been through something like 60s under the JLP. Michael Manley come from England, so him see a different thing, you know, socialism reform. So him deal with the citizens of Jamaica on a more equal level as a prime minister. The Rasta cling to PNP. Even Bob Marley sit down with Michael Manley. You know? So even at the music too. You know, so back in the 1980s, the Rasta movement really started to pick up. And with Fidel Castro going into Angola to fight the revolution to get rid of colonialism, imperialist government. And before that, you know, the missile crisis that was in Cuba. You know, the missile started ready to launch to many American cities in Castro and the USSR. But America and Fidel Castro was going to come to terms. But when Castro decided that he's going to help Angola against the government that America support, that was really when America and Castro really separated. After the missile crisis, America was trying to open doors, like deal with Castro on a political level. But that when Castro said no, he's going to support Angola revolution against American government that was supporting the other government over there, that's when them just went separate from there. Yeah, so Castro went in there and he helped Angola, sent army in Angola, and they fight around it for years, win, which is a good deal, you know, made his name. You know, and Michael Manley even supported Maurice Bishop in Grenada. He won the revolution. Yeah, so Manley supported a lot of things, but America look at that different, like what Michael Manley said in this clippings.
In the world, who say now, why are we taking this risk to anger the United States of America? And the answer is this: we are not angering the United States of America, they are angering themselves. They are not going to tell me what relationship I have with Fidel Castro. We have that friendship with Cuba as part of a world alliance of third world nations that are fighting for justice for poor people in the world. And I tell you as the party leader, as long as this party is in power, we intend to walk through the world on our feet and not on our knees.
Speech lending Castro support.
And the freedom fighters of Africa and the forces of liberation in Africa, they know that even more important than the sum of money is the knowledge of the moral power of nations here in the Western Hemisphere standing behind them in their struggle on the continent of Africa.
Back then, Michael Manley was a big figure. In the 70s, politics, the Cold War, you know, so he was a big figure. And so much Jamaicans, the African one, them, the PNP support, they talk about Michael Manley so much, and them so fool. Them ignorant. Because even at the corner to this day, when some PNP come on the corner with me hang out, them chat politics to me now. And when them talk, them look at me like them and look at conversation and them and teach me politics. And when I mention something about labor politics, they get up and walk away. So you have to call them fool. Whether them are old woman, big woman, young, them gone. It's like them just can't defend nothing. So I don't know what them I learn something about me behind my back. I don't know. Because if you bring me a topic about politics, about the same things and the Manley government, and when me talk about something that is same thing when me learn, how it is, and you just get up and walk, you know, so it's like, you know, them just learn PNP party by mouth. They don't read it by education. And like I said, the TVJ, CVM, we never see these things showing. And if you see showing, it's a Jamaican patois chat, and you can't even find it interesting. Because, you know, them not show the real American. And I come to realize the reason why them not really show the thing, because America pressure Michael Manley, you know, sanction. The PNP don't want to admit out the road. They want to justify things by lying. Yes, America sanctioned Jamaican government and the Michael Manley administration, make things hard. Gas high or whatever, food price go up. That's how America broke down the economy. So America didn't sympathize and look at Ireland. They said once you deal with Castro, Cuba, communist Marxism, America come down upon you. And that's why Michael Manley didn't understand. Because he say Castro is a friend. Caribbean country, so why? It's not Jamaica angry in the United States of America. It's the United States of America angry themselves. So this was Manley politics. But Manley didn't realize this America a bigger country. They're not going to ease up and look at Ireland and Jamaica. But so, sanction. The people say America sanctioned government, use the words, not just say, trying to justify that Michael Manley was doing good in the same thing. Michael Manley was not doing good in the same thing. Take over the backside. He was doing good, but at the end, before the 1980 election, things started get pressurized. But we say 78 and 79. Yeah, because they don't want it to come back in the next 80 election. So, sanction, yeah, me as a CIA, America, El Giaga, when that is true, but you must give details. Now, them people someone run them out. Talk about Michael Manley get education. Somebody say Michael Manley start civilization. Like civilization. You're using the wrong words, and that's a lot of Jamaican people. Black people. They all use the wrong word like them not study dictionary. And when man like me trying to educate and civilize and let him see the real deal in English, they don't want to hear that. They feel me being wrong and me being in opposition. Yeah, so Michael Manley's education. Education was in Jamaica in the 60s. Education was in Jamaica before Jamaica became independent. So don't say Michael Manley's come with education. Lie that. Michael Manley started something under the socialism. He want to teach socialism, politics, and education. Not wrong with that. Because Cuba set up nothing in Jamaica under the PNP administration. And Cuba helped Jamaica and the Labour right administration the same. Yeah, they school build up in Jamaica just the same. So, you understand what I say?
Let me tell you how destabilization works. They will go in the secret group that is trying to mash up the country. Will go in among the youth and find one that look like a leader. And they call him one side and they say, hey brother, we drop you $1,000 on the side if you get the boys tomorrow night to go down across the road and carry out a raid. But him don't know that it is a destabilization agent that has paid somebody to come among him and sell the idea of starting a bit of a street fight.
I can agree, as when I hear enough time, CIA started the tribal politics, you know. Siaga might not know about it, and maybe him know. But regardless, when Bob Marley, when they keep on the One Love Peace concert, both of those prime minister and opposition should have made a speech to the people of Jamaica. And they didn't make a speech to the people of Jamaica. They only shook hands. So, you know, they didn't express politics as though they express politics to a camera, an international camera or a local camera. But when it's a reggae show to bring peace on a local camera, them have no speech there. Because both of them want the power. And both of them didn't have the intelligence to even make a speech without trying to lose the election. They could have made a speech. So I'm not giving them respect for that. But like every government, politician, their job is to better our country or their constituents. But when Siaga win the 1980 election and them talking, when I Siaga supporters are, don't know if a politician, but himself, under the Edward Siaga administration, there was no more blackness.
For some people, it was like heaven on earth. Things had gone back to normal. All this talk about change and about blackness and about better and so on was eliminated. And we were back to the 60s where we should always have been. Money would flow from the United States. Investment would flow. And life would be as it should be.
But like what many say, both Mike and Manley will say I get blamed for that tribal politics. When they were started by CIA, when they started by whatever, it started under the Manley government. But him say CIA. CIA come and bust a gunshot, run an American person. No one go shot, just gunshot, and the media in America make it look like Jamaica in a war zone and hotels cancel, tours cancel. That's tragedy. Politics, intelligence. You don't really have to kill anybody to make violence spread. You just use the media, bust up gunshot, and use the media and let people scared to come to Jamaica. Nobody got killed. Just some man grown there and they face a labor grown, they go do it. Man give them some money. So that's how CIA works. CIA job is to undermine the next country, you know. Bring down a government by using the citizen of the government. Socialism didn't bring down Jamaica in tribal. So no matter how America helped Jamaica good, the history which proves America helped cause war in Jamaica. That is the proof. That is the evidence. They didn't like the Cuban socialist Marxism, so they come and just divide the people them. Because enough innocent people start killing each other under these two damn leadership. And some people bragging about Mike and Man this side, Edward Siaga this. And yet these are the same Jamaicans who run to America in the 80s. When they were PNP and everybody, they run to America just the same. But that's how American government stay. They do it all over the world. Infiltrate your country. Infiltrate the citizens.
Suddenly guns were everywhere. Michael's allies saw this as proof of a CIA plot.
It was designed to remove the Manley government because he was too friendly with Cuba. We had to fight a good fight because that was what life was about, to resist these sort of overwhelming diktats as to how we should live.
Kingston, a gun battle broke out.
We actually had to fight a civil war to save our country at that time. The militancy that Manley brought through socialism made it now something that wasn't around the corner and behind the scenes, but right out in the open.
Whereas before there was coexistence, there was rivalry, amateur.
The gangs of Tivoli and Trenchtown helped themselves to the imported weaponry. Rival politics had become sectarian, with daily battles between PNP and JLP supporters. Shootouts left hundreds dead and others caught in the crossfire.
And they want to start money give out, that's it. You know, it's hard, especially when you don't have the intelligence here. You know, but regardless, because even socialists have the intelligence and them still give one side of government support as gun. So socialism is different from America. Because if you see America divide your country with guns and you go support it, then you just as bad. You know, speeches and intelligence could have been better. But like I said, back then, them see things different, you know, we're in a power. Politics, but so politics thing master, the past of Jamaica. And no Prime Minister in Jamaica ever apologized for that. He's not going to do nothing. But you have to clear up, you know. Yeah, so Michael Manley back in the 50s, it was a big figure, man. When you roll with Castro, you're big. Yeah, you're not the messy, but the American, the eagle, the feathers, you know. Yeah, politics is an interest. You can't just go vote. You can't just be a voter, you must be also an educator in politics. Party must build up your momentum. Yeah, you're supposed to build your mentally as well. You can't just be a voter. I'm proud wearing green, I'm proud wearing red or orange and chat about politician. Yeah, you're supposed to educate yourself because we are citizens and government take tax from our citizens. So they make a difference, you know. That's how we see it. So J. Anderson Militant, 7-point general, global boss, influential boss, militant boss, triple boss. We have the boss of bosses. DJ activist.